The Williams sisters was told what to do since they was 3 or 4 years old. Became the greatest tennis players in the world.
Mm-hmm.
Floyd Mayweather, since he was 7, was told what to do. Became the greatest boxer the world's ever seen.
Mm-hmm.
Tiger Woods was told what to do since he was a kid. Became the greatest golfer.
Mm-hmm.
Michael Jackson was told what to do and became the greatest entertainer that's ever lived.
Mm-hmm.
My point being is, I think that when people are given direction, their achievement in life is a lot better than having so much free time on their hands.
I'm feeling this. I'm your professor, I will test you in the worst way. Don't bring a scantron, pop quizzes all day. Cause of our chemistry, we do biology.
What's happening, fam? L.A.R. movement still moving. Morning workout before work, but I gotta do a video real quick. What you see is T.K. Kirkland, who's been at every major historical event in mankind, but has always given you some real game. And what he was saying about guidance, like the importance of role of fathers in their people's lives and their children's lives, is immense. And I think I want to talk about this because, I did a video about the Boosie situation earlier, but when he was saying what he was saying, people forget that. Like when he was talking about, you have men who achieve great things who come from single mother households, but when you think about the creme de la creme, usually their father has an influence in their life. Usually, whether it's just married man, wife, because like Michael Jordan's dad wasn't a hooper, right? But Michael wanted to be like his dad, and that wasn't really in the movie, the Air movie, but that movie was about the Air Jordan, not necessarily the Jordan family. But he got a lot of things from his dad. When he brought up Floyd Mayweather, people forget, him and his dad was getting into it, but I'll never forget the 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 last clip that always stands out is when he was sitting in the corner of his last fight, and he was like, "I remember everything you told me, everything. I love you. I love my father." And this was after Roger passed, and rest in peace to Roger, man. He's a dope guy. But it was important, the Tiger Woods thing. His father was very integral in him becoming who he is. Muhammad Ali had a dad. Him and his dad kind of had a clash, but not really. You get what I'm saying? Even though they had a falling out, Roy Jones Jr., dad was very much so involved. So you see this time and time again. I had to turn back around and tell these, no. But what you're seeing even now when you're thinking about, since we like to live in celebrity culture, athletes, entertainers, you're seeing a lot of fathers put their kids on. When you think of The Rock, his father was a wrestler who, he always brings up his grandfather, but his father was a wrestler too. And you see this over and over again. You're starting to see this theme. And what you're seeing is the separation between, the haves and have-nots. A big part of that is having a father and not having a father. And partially the same thing comes to play with the Dwight Howard thing. I talked about that recently, where him making his son work out, and half the people are like, "That's a great job," and the other half, "It's abusive," and it's like, y'all don't know what y'all talking about. Y'all really don't. And this becomes problematic. Becomes problematic because when we're saying the society is getting softer and softer, what we're saying is basically that people are allowing mediocrity in spaces it shouldn't be. And that's what you're seeing with when people are like, "Man, things aren't what they used to be." It's a decrease in talent and an increase in mediocrity. And people are trying to level the playing field by just overflooding the society with average or below average people. And it's kind of like it sucks to say it, but it's kind of catch 22 in the sense of, and how can I put it? It's kind of catch 22 in this sense where you're seeing people who actually who are good at something being suppressed. So when you're looking at fathers and the guidance that they have, and even when people want to put the father figures, but the guidance that men give to their children or people they mentor is it's not only irreplaceable, it's beyond valuable. You know, you can't pay for that, and it's invaluable. How about that? And the reason I gotta say what I'm saying also is because of this. You're seeing these fathers instill these talents or these techniques into their children, and their children are further ahead than other people. You know, and even if their children are average, they're still further ahead than other people. It's not just people giving them resources; they're giving them skill sets and techniques to go, okay, this is what you do. You know, it looks this certain way, but you got to do these things. And now you're seeing the importance of guidance. And unfortunately, because I would say the vast majority of society is like single parents, a lot of these single parents want to always say that their kid is a special one. So now you got a bunch of single parents' kids running around saying that they're special, and now they're going up against kids who have guidance. And I'm seeing this from early ages. And I'm going to take it a step further. I'm seeing guys, and I've seen this for years, I've seen guys who were, say, in their kids' lives, and then them and the mother fell out, and they're not in their kids' lives because of all the drama, and then turn around, and then they wind up getting remarried to have other kids, and they're in their other kids' life. And you see, when they were in their first kid's life, they were going in this direction. Now they're not in their kid's life, it goes downward. And then the second kid's life that they're in, it just keeps going upward. Kind of like 50 Cent, his oldest son and his youngest son. You're like, oh, it's like you're gonna see a stark difference between those two kids. As when the youngest becomes an adult, you're gonna see a stark difference. It's like, bro, and both of them could have been there. It's just one strayed from the guidance, or was strayed from the guidance, and the other was in it. So you're gonna see a big difference. Same thing you see. I say the same thing with Arnold Schwarzenegger kids. The one, one of them looks and acts one way, one of them looks and acts another way. So you see it, and they come with different outcomes. So that's what society is about now. So tell me what you think. Like, share, subscribe, or die trying. Catch y'all on the next one. Peace.
All I ask is when you lay your head on that pillow at night, know I gave you everything I had.